keep in mind that in a recent study by CISCO, 80% of the internet-generated traffic came from videos. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristy Yoder, host of the Master Delegator podcast. The Master Delegator podcast is for busy and overwhelmed entrepreneurs who want to learn how to become effective in the area of delegation and learn how to hire great virtual assistants to help them scale their business and have more time and freedom. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to click the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Alright, let's get started. Hey, so for today's episode of the Master Delegator podcast, let us discuss the things you need to consider when working with video editors and how to delegate tasks to them. But before anything else, I want you to remember the importance of releasing video content for your online marketing strategies. So keep in mind that in a recent study by CISCO, 80% of the internet-generated traffic came from videos, and this data will give you an insight that in the years to come, businesses should keep producing video content for their advertisements and brand campaigns. So keep tuning in because I will walk you through different ways on how to work with video editing virtual assistants as they specialize in different aspects of video editing. Also, if you haven't listened to the previous episode on what a video editing virtual assistant can do for you, I suggest that you listen to that episode first before this one. So, let's begin with the 3 different levels of a video editing virtual assistant. So, the first type of video editing virtual assistant is the follower. A video editing virtual assistant who is considered a follower has very limited skills. They can do basic editing and cannot work without specific instructions. In working with this type of video editor, you need to be ready to give specific directions and instructions as you manage the process of video editing. And the next type of video editing virtual assistant is the doer. A doer is a type of video editor that specializes in one format. So for example, they may specialize in making a testimonial type of video. If you wish to hire a doer, you may give them the raw footage directly, or they may also ask that from you. Usually, the video editors already have their format in making a particular type of video, but you can always recheck with your VA and provide tweaks here and there if necessary. And the last type of video editing virtual assistant is someone you would want to really hire, and they are the expert video editors. So, an expert video editor usually provides marketing and or brand strategies as part of creating a video for you. So, they are focused on your overall business goals and objective. Furthermore, they have different types of techniques that they can apply to your video, plus a customized plan depending on what you are trying to accomplish for your business. Most importantly, they require less supervision as they will be able to submit the type of video editing you agreed on. So now that we have learned the types of video editing virtual assistants, now let's move on to how to delegate to your video editing virtual assistant. So some quick reminders before we begin. Your goal is to find a video editing virtual assistant that you can tap to give video projects to. So from there, make sure that the person you hire will be the point person or team leader if you wish to get more video editors to join your team. And also make sure that you provide them enough leeway when assigning videos to them, and talk about how many days a certain video will take to edit to manage expectations. Okay, so let us now dive into delegating to video editing virtual assistants. First things first, when you are getting started on a project with a video editor, use a task management tool in creating the assignment. Be specific in the task that your video editor needs to know when it comes to his projects and the type of video they will edit so that there would be no misunderstandings and everything will be clear to them. Consequently, work together with your video editing virtual assistant to create a solid content strategy. Just so you know, your content platforms are only effective if you stick to a system and use it as a guide for all the content that you will be producing. Secondly, provide as many details as you can. Video editors will really appreciate if you provide them with the kind of framing that you wish to consider in the edit. And where could the video be possibly shown? Will it be through YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram? It's important for them to know the kind of framing because each platform has different reception towards videos. Instagram is mostly for short-length video content, while both YouTube and Facebook can produce longer video content. So providing the kind of framing you prefer can allow the video editors to edit compelling video content that's fitting for the kind of platform that it would be published on. And being detailed with your instructions will benefit you as well. And that is because over time, your video editing virtual assistant will learn about your preferences and be better at executing the job for you. Although it will definitely take some time, the stakes are definitely worth it. Next, number 3, show them the peg that you want for your videos. That includes transitions, the text, and borders, should there be any. And also provide your video editors with your logos and images as well as your brand colors so that the video will be in consonance with your brand's identity. So showing pegs to your video editor can also make their task a little less challenging. So if you have examples of how you want your video editing virtual assistant to execute the materials for content that you have given, it would be best to show an example because sometimes it can be really tough to describe it. And lastly, inform your video editing virtual assistant of the order or sequence of videos if they will be merging multiple videos into one. So, before we end this episode of the Master Delegator podcast, I just want to leave something for you to take away that will greatly benefit you and your team if you consider it. So, I am a firm believer that constantly learning new things is always helpful. If you want your team to level up their skills, enroll them in different courses or provide them additional training materials. There is always something new to learn, and that will be very helpful for the growth of your business. And an additional skill set from your virtual assistants will not only be beneficial for them, but for you as well. So my next and final tip is always give feedback to your virtual assistant and be specific. Sometimes it may take a while for you and your virtual assistant to find your groove, but consistent communication will make things so much easier. And also, don't forget to get an estimated due date and a detailed timeline from your video editor. Be open in your communications when discussing the alignment dates and meeting schedules and have it approved by you, of course. So, thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I hope you learned a lot. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. It's Kristy Yoder, or feel free to send me an email as well, Kristy@smartvirtualassistants.com. I'll see you again on the next episode. Bye! Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want to listen to the full episode, please type in Master Delegator on Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast channels, or simply click the link in the description box below. Also, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you again on the next episode. Bye!